So in this video, I'm going to discuss with you the 4 big influencers in any program that we work with across all types of goals and developing strategies with all of our clients and individuals that we work with. The 4 main influencers are environment, occupation, social, and financial. These are so often overlooked when we are talking with and creating plans in our programs with our clients and our patients. And the reason is because a lot of these seem to be compartmentalized in our lives, and we don't think about them or integrate them into our goals and strategies, because sometimes our goals may be our health or our body or aesthetics or relationship, interpersonal conflict, and career, whatever. And if we're reversing or trying to heal pain, injury, and things like that, we don't think about financial influences in our lives, or we don't think about the environment that we live in, because we aren't attributing these factors that we tend to compartmentalize, but are a huge part of our life and a huge influence in our success. So I'm going to go over these very quickly with you to help you understand why it's so important to integrate these and understand them and develop a very close relationship with these influencers so that you can integrate them into your program and your strategy. So before we get into the big influencers, I want to talk about first, we have the 5 program factors, and we have the 5 interferences to growth and change. These also are very important. I'm not going to go over them in detail, but those are also the 5x5s. So those are the 5x5 that we want to be aware of. And I will share a video on getting really deep into those. But those are really important, and they relate to the 4 big influencers, and you'll see why. So well, the first one is environment. Environment is very important because we really don't consider this when we are committing to strategies to get our goals accomplished. Environment is where we spend our time. This could be our home, our office, or social, recreational. We need to know is based on our goals and the strategies that we have and the plans that we're making along our journey to accomplish these goals, what are the stress factors in our environment? What is the toxicity levels, chemical, pollution, EMF, things like that? And lighting, space, clutter. Does your environment inspire you? Or does it drain you of energy? We got to be aware of this, because if it drains you of energy, you're not going to be motivated. You're not going to have drive. You're not going to have ambition. So you need to be aware of how your environment makes you feel. Does it have sunlight? Does it, inspire health? Does it inspire energy? Does it inspire creativity? So do you have access to healthy food, sunlight, clean water, movement, rest when you need it? Quiet when you need it? How do you feel when you're there? Does it inspire happiness? All those things you need to be aware of with environment. Now, occupation. This can go for just about anybody. What you do every day is your occupation. And so that could be your job, your responsibilities, your commitments. Do you love what you do? If you don't love what you do, again, you're not going to have drive, you're not going to have ambition. So you need to feel fulfilled, you need to feel satisfied with what you're doing. If you don't, then you need to reanalyze and reevaluate what you're doing and how you're spending your time. Otherwise, you're going to crash. You're going to have several of the 5 interferences to change and growth, and you're going to end up, feeling like a failure. Are you utilizing all of your gifts and talents in your occupation and your responsibilities and your commitments? Do you feel rewarded? Do you feel appreciated, valued, compensated appropriately for your gifts and talents? And do you feel that you are valued for all the things that you do. So again, that will determine your motivation and your drive. And so do you nurture your talents through other activities such as continued learning, reading, coaching, etc.? So under these, you need to write, when you analyze these things, what do I need to add? What do I need to change? What do I need to modify? What do I need to get rid of? Social. This is also like this. This is your partner, your intimate partner, your family, your friends, your community. Do they support your values and your interests? If they don't, again, this can throw one or two of your 5 hindrances to growth and change, because they could be throwing in the first one, craving, your attachments to old patterns and behaviors. They could be throwing in doubt and leaving you with less ambition and less drive to complete your tasks and goals. Can you freely express yourself truly and authentically? Can you freely express your desires, your needs, and your feelings? Are you comfortable with the necessary boundaries to reach your goals that you need, that you have planned and strategized out to achieve your overarching dream? You know, everybody needs to put boundaries around their time and their activities and their requirements and their commitments to this. And do you have people in your circle that we call the dream team, that's going to be under social, that will support that, or will they antagonize that? And then can you just be yourself, or do you have to wear masks? So those are important. And we split these up into 2 categories. Under social, who is under your dream team and who is under the boundaries team? Who needs to go into the boundaries team? You got to categorize that. Financial, this is how you spend your money, not how much you have. How do you spend your money? Things, places, experiences, your necessities versus non-essential. Divvy it up, categorize it. Does your spending and on what reflect your goals? Does it reflect your dream? Really look at your spending and give yourself an honest reflection of your spending and ask yourself, does this reflect my dream? Does your spending reflect and your savings reflect your dream? Do you plan for the future? Do you plan for potential unforeseens? How much do you need exactly to live your dream? So make a future, like a forecast of this is how I want to live and this is what I want. How much is that going to cost? What do I need based on all of the above? I need this. I need to change this and eliminate this, remove this, modify this. How much is that going to cost? And then where can I cut and consolidate? For instance, a lot of money we see with clients is credit card fees and banking fees. All of those things, you can consolidate that. You can save so much money every month, hundreds of dollars every month if you consolidate. And so categorize all of your expenses based on your health, food, travel, education, savings, memberships, activities, health insurance, all of those things, and ask yourself exactly what you need every single month, even if you want to break it down to every week. And so you have a really understanding of what it's going to take and what you need to do. And then categorize here. I need this much a month, a year. I'm going to cut this, consolidate this, and I'm going to increase it by this. And make your goals around financial. Because if your goal is to, reverse pain or injury, you know what you need for that. And that is going to cost some money. You need coaches, you need therapists, physical therapy, whatever it is that you are going to need, or maybe some equipment at home. So understand what that's going to take and how much it's going to cost. If you need marital counseling, that's going to take therapy. It's going to take time, might take babysitters. How much is that going to cost? And so these are big influencers. These are the influencers we should follow the most and always include and integrate into our programs every single time. So I hope that was very helpful for you. Next time you are planning out or paving your road and your journey to success, don't forget the 4 influencers and evaluate these in your life. And if you have any questions, let us know.